Hello, tubers. It's the Rosie girl and Mama Sita, Missy Jen.
Jingle. Oh, sorry.
We are already wearing our red.
Our holiday reds.
And I forgot.
You already got your hat. I don't have mine there. There we go. Your holiday appropriate. We're doing our first seasonal upload tonight, everybody. Jen's about to stuff a stocking here, so what do you want to talk about?
Well, we will talk today about being transgendered. Let me get this here straight.
It's a lot to get in there. All right.
All right, so we want to talk.
This used to be loose last year.
Yeah. We want to talk about transitioning and the holidays. The holidays are always the hard times for the people that are transitioning, because when you come out, in the majority of people will lose family and will lose their friends.
Yeah, people aren't going to come up to you. Most people aren't going to come up to you and give you a big hug and say, God, you made my holiday telling me that. The first thing they're thinking is what their life looks down in the line with you in it as a different gender. So what happens? Transgender people tend to get left behind in the holiday season, and it is without a doubt the saddest time of year. Sadly, girls we know to do off themselves, it's usually happened in November and December, those months. So you were going to talk about dealing with that because there was a lot of times I've had holidays alone where I wasn't with anybody. You've had holidays where you were told that, I got to make sure you don't pop out there, that you were told that you're not welcome. You know,
Yeah.
So, help people deal with that a little bit, that situation.
So what, basically the first year I was in a position where I didn't quite know what to do either. I wasn't allowed to the family gatherings for Thanksgiving. I wasn't allowed to come out there for Christmas anymore. So I spent those days alone, and I dreaded those days, but I never complained about it. I always tried to find something.
You probably figured it was like the price you pay to be who you are sometimes, that you're going to be alone sometimes,
Right.
Especially in the early days. But sometimes family can come around. But how did you deal with those times, those days that you dreaded? And I certainly dreaded too when those days would come.
Well, the thing is, after basically overcoming the first year and just kind of spending the time moping around, not quite sure what to do, I've decided in the second year of transition, I'm going to change things. And so I decided to do things that I enjoy doing. So what I would do is I would go out and eat somewhere that I like to eat at.
Good idea.
And basically have a nice lunch by myself. And here's the beauty. When you go to a restaurant, there's other people there, and you can always imagine you're there with them, so you're not alone. That's already the first thing. You're not eating alone, because there's a whole bunch of other lonely people that are there. And
slobbering wino and everybody else.
Right.
One big happy family.
That's right. So you have the atmosphere, when you go on the buffet, other people are in line and they're grabbing their chow and like Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's like your adopted family.
It's like, right, you have like for that hour or 2 hours, you'll have a adopted family gathering, brothers and sisters coming together. So I would do that, and then I would get a movie or something, go home and watch a really kick-ass movie.
Yeah, don't watch a weepy,
and have a good time, watching something action, Jackson.
Watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles or something with John Candy and Steve Martin. I laid in my bed here at the rancho a couple years ago. I just wept on the holiday, Christmas Eve and stuff, without my girls around and things like that in 2 years. It was really, really hard duty. But you know what? If you're firm in your convictions, and eventually people come around, but you tend to rebuild family. You tend to rebuild with friends and stuff going forward. Everybody, I think, hits a low point of sort of being alone. But over time, when you're trans, you develop new friendships. Like this year, I couldn't be with you on Thanksgiving, but you spent Thanksgiving with Bobby and the boss and Janet and Brenda, and you felt like you were family.
So good.
And it was a nice feeling. You probably had a better time than when you're with your own family and stuff like that on the holidays. So I want to tell you, things do get better, okay? I mean, it's just inevitable in life that you meet new people, you form new relationships. It's very rare that you're going to be alone year after year after year, especially if you're a little outgoing and you're engaging.
Never get upset if somebody says, or they step out of your life. Never be sad about that, because it is the nature of life, the circle of life. People come, people go, people come, people go. So you just check those people off as people that left, and guess what? There's already a line of people lined up ready to come into your life.
I want to caution you one thing: don't do. Don't get a bottle of Jim Beam or a bag of marijuana or something, and you don't want to have that dependency of connecting bad times and bad feelings with drinking and drugs and all that stuff. It's really it's your most vulnerable moments there, and that's the last thing you want, is to be going out and buying a fifth of whiskey or something and sitting there and just drinking yourself into oblivion, because you're going to feel like shit the next day. And not just physically, okay? You're just gonna feel ashamed for having wallowed in the pity and drinking and all that. So resist doing that.
Yeah, okay? Self-pity, you need to leave that out of your life. And the moaning and groaning and complaining and whining isn't helping anything either. It's a negative emotion that you're going to express, and it will just bring out more negativity.
You also have the greatest chance of connecting with the people that used to love you if you reach out to them on the holiday season. I'll see girls post on fuck them, they don't like me and I don't want to have anything to do with them. Well, you can be the person that they're going to have in their mind. Well, Dad really reached out to me, even on holiday, even though he's the girl now, he's still reaching out, really does love me and stuff. Or, to other family members and say, in the holiday season, I just want to tell you how much you mean to me. I know we're not together. I know I'm not really wanted there. But I wanted to let you know through all this stuff how much you mean to me. And I wanted to wish you the greatest Christmas in the history of the world, and I love you very much. And you do that for 2 years as I did, and magically things start to sometimes change for the better.
Well, believe it or not, but I've had my family here that rejected me. Some people actually, after a couple years, did see I'm still that lovable person. They came around. They said, well, we can't have you.
We're doing it to Jennifer, I mean, she's a great person. She doesn't hurt anybody. She's a great person. And that can shine through. Don't let the bitch be the one that, people see year after year. And it's hard, I know. It takes a superhuman effort sometimes, but if you love people, it's worth it. Okay?
If you bring your true inner self out and you shine like a bright star, over time people will come around.
Get one of these hats too with maybe 2
balls. And make sure to smile. Smile, babies, because a smile can go a long way.
Yeah, it can. Be happy. Be the one that uses mental jujitsu and karate to get back in their lives. use their dislike for you against them by
That's
returning
right.
kindness and love.
That's right.
Okay. Thanks everybody for watching hard-hitting reality, hard-hitting and in your face for the holidays. Merry Christmas, everyone.